How to use track changes. Okay, in this training video, I'm going to demonstrate how to use the Track Changes feature in Word 2013. The Track Changes feature will keep track of all of the editing changes you make to a document, and it allows you to display those changes so you can see them again or not. In this document I'm going to make some editing changes. I'm going to delete some things, add some things, just generally do some basic editing. But before I do, I'm going to go to my tabs up here at the top and click the Review tab. On the Review tab, there is a tracking group here, and there is a button called Track Changes. There are two parts to the button, the upper part and the lower part. If you click the upper part, it just turns on Track Changes. Clicking the upper part again will turn it off. The lower part, when you click that, it lets you choose between turning on track changes or locking your tracking changes, which is where you can put in a password so that no one else can accidentally mess around with your tracking or the history of your edits. So right now I'm going to just click the upper part to turn on track changes. Notice too that up here there is a drop-down menu and the default setting is typically all markup. When you click that button, it shows 4 different ways of viewing your track changes as you work. All markup will let you see all the changes that you're making. Simple markup will not show the changes in the document, but it will have a line going down the left-hand side where you can click the line to show all markup or click it again to hide all markup. No markup means the changes will take place, but you won't actually see the editing changes or the tracked changes there. In other words, you won't see the other colors that are typically shown. An original will take you back to the original document before any changes were made. So let's demonstrate all markup. The first thing I'm going to do is delete some text. So I'm going to highlight, click and drag to highlight the text I'm deleting, and watch what happens when I press the delete key. It takes the color red and applies it to what I did, and it's showing that I crossed out, or rather deleted, those words. Now, the words haven't actually gone away yet, but they will when I change the view of what I'm seeing. Another thing I'm going to do is delete this lowercase t for the word the and make it a capital T. And so as I make the changes to this document, the all markup is showing every single little thing I'm doing. Let's see, I'm going to make some other changes here. I'm going to delete that period, make a space, and add some text. Okay. So notice that the text I'm deleting has a line through it, and the text I'm adding is underlined. Now, let's take a moment and change the view. You'll also notice that there's a line over here, a vertical line, which indicates this is an area that has been tracked, that where the changes have been tracked. So I'm going to go up here and change the view from all markup to simple markup. Now with simple markup, you can see that the changes I made have stayed. Okay, you can see that this is now shows what I did to it. And the line over here on the left is turned red. And that means if I click on the line, if I point to the line just about on it and click once, it will turn back to the all markup view and show me exactly what editing I did to that first paragraph. And to go back to simple markup, I can just click on this line again. Now if I choose no markup, there is no indicators here. It'll just show the document as I edited it. If I go to the original choice, it will change back to what it was before I made any changes. So if I go back to, let's say, all markup, I can make additional changes to the document. If I want to collaborate with another person on this document, perhaps I want to show them the changes I made and see if they are willing to accept or reject them, I can leave this document as it is with track changes turned on and all markup, save it, and then send it to the person, maybe by email attachment or using a cloud storage facility so that they can access this same document and work on it. If I don't want someone to see the changes that I originally made, I might want to go here and go to No Markup. The thing you have to remember, though, is that when you're finished with tracking your changes, you need to come back up here and turn it off. Click on the upper part of the button to turn it off so that anything else you do with the document won't be tracked, if that's what you want to do. For example, I can delete part of the sentence here, and if I go to all markup, that will not be shown because I was not tracking the changes I was making at that moment. Track changes was turned off. So I'm going to do Control Z on my keyboard, press down Control and tap the letter Z for zebra, and that will undo what I did. Now, if I turn on track changes and delete this part of the sentence, it will track what I do. So you have to be careful of when you're using the track changes and when you're not using it.